Hey, what's going on, Gundam fans? It's another video that we have today, and we gotta talk about Witch from Mercury, episode 9, season 2, and wow, it was really good. And yes, you're wondering, I have a new motto. Yes. So if you haven't already, make sure you like and subscribe below if you really like this page. It really does help with the algorithm very much. And if you like some of the content here, make sure you comment, and I'd love to hear your thoughts. And we also have a Patreon below updating for some new things coming up, so get ready for that. So yeah, let's talk about the episode. Now, starting off with the episode, we're already getting the aftermath of literally what just happened last episode, and overall it's kind of going to crap right now, and you really start to see the realities of what is going on. And in terms of just like, I mean, we're getting peak Gundam here basically. And if you don't know what that means, that's including war, people dying, obviously Gundam's getting destroyed, loved ones getting destroyed. So overall it's just insane, and you know what, I love it. So a lot has happened in the episode as well. Some things I liked and some things I definitely disliked as well. The one thing I really do like is that SULETTA did change, and you could really see her character development grow in the start of the episode, as she is helping all the students around the area, giving them blankets, feeding them tomatoes, and you can tell she's definitely have a change of heart from the last few episodes. And so that's always really cool, and I'm very happy about that. And of course, again, as you can see, for Lotta is nowhere to be found, and Miorin is, you know, still in her really sad peak of her life right now. And of course she'll grow from it, because, you know, so far we watched from the anime, it seems like that's what's been going on. And I guess in a way we get a little more about Shadiq, and as well as Miorin kind of have a conversation, and Shadiq, you know, actually really justifies a lot he says, and you can tell he's a really kind person, and you know, he really does care about his comrades. Of course he kind of did a lot of effed up things, but honestly, in a way you kind of see a little more justified, and it's kind of like, overall, like, it seems like you kind of understand him a little more, coming from, like, you know, his perspective. And as you can see, there's a part where Nika actually kind of basically changes her ways as well, you know, saying that basically when this is all over, she's going to resign from the school and try a different way. But you know, I have this bad feeling, I think Nika's gonna die, so I am kind of worried about that. And usually when someone says they have this goal they want to do, you know, in Gundam, something bad usually happens. And the one thing I do want to point out in this episode that was actually really interesting, and of course this is from Mega Girl of the Day on Twitter. After watching the episode, she Mega kind of put some images up here, and as you can see, this was one of the, you know, you can tell about Choo Choo has really changed as a character. Rather than punching them, she's definitely helping a lot. And if you don't remember these two, these are the bullies that kind of bullied SULETTA in the beginning, and you know, they're kind of just going through a lot of crap, right? But Choo Choo, instead of punching them, she gives them tomatoes to eat, and you know, they say thank you, but you know, she really says don't thank her, thank SULETTA. And these are, you know, of course these are the two that bullied SULETTA in the beginning, so you can really tell that SULETTA has really changed as a character. And SULETTA, you know, again, is at that point where she's in more understanding level. And what do I mean? It's like, you know, during the time where they're trying to figure out a way, okay, can you convince your mom to stop all this, right? And SULETTA, honestly, she just says, no, I can't. Because in my mind, I knew that, you know, by the end of everything, SULETTA, I guess overall in terms of like, SULETTA knew that, you know, the mom was never going to listen to her. And she comes to terms with it, that like, you know what, she is a clone. This is what happened, and the true person that her mom really loves is Eri, and Eri is obviously in the aerial right now, so she kind of gets it, right? So by the end of it, basically what happens is they want SULETTA to pilot this new mobile suit, and this is the one we kind of want to talk about, because this is definitely brand new. This is the Caliban, and the Caliban is a new suit right here, and we found out she's not piloting the Schwartz, Schwartz, whatever we call that. So she'll be piloting the Caliban. And if you don't know what the Caliban is, you know, from the Shakespeare Tempest, where the Ariel and Prospera are also in it, and the Caliban is enslaved by Prospera, and you know, sought for revenge and wanting to murder him. So it's kind of fitting for SULETTA to kind of pilot something called the Caliban, because she was kind of like the one that was basically being slaved away and just listening and following the rules. and of course they call it the Caliban. And this is where we kind of get like a better image of the Caliban, what it looks like after you kind of brighten it. Thanks to Delty for brightening it for us. And honestly, it really does look like the Cherubim from 00. So it is kind of like it looks very similar, but I am really curious on how this is going to turn out. Again, a lot of crazy things happening, and of course with the Ariel actually being able to perform the Quiet Zero, and the Quiet Zero is pretty wild. It's pretty insane, and there's so much going on at the Quiet Zero. Like, it's basically unbeatable, and it's not the first time we see in Gundam that's kind of like in Seed, where Gundam Seed had like this huge colony. I think it was called the Destiny Planet or something like that. Kind of like the same stuff, but a little bit different, obviously. So the Quiet Zero is pretty insane, and now we know that SULETTA plans to basically reason and talk to them. So I don't think SULETTA is going to fight just yet. I think SULETTA is going to mainly try to communicate with them to stop all this. Obviously in Gundam it's probably not going to happen, but who knows, we don't know, right? So that's kind of what's going on. And the last thing first, I'm sure a lot of you have really disappointed, unfortunately. A lot of many theories about the Schwartz being piloted by Gruul, but it seems like they're really teasing that Lotta is going to be piloting the Schwartz, and honestly I think it's kind of like mid, and I don't really like it, but you know what, it is what it is. And you know, he's gonna be piloting. I guess he's kind of be really blinded and be very angry. So kind of like, you know, as Delty said, it's gonna be kind of like the Unicorn Banshee kind of role, where things aren't just going his way, so he's just gonna pilot this out of anger. So two things could have happened: he could accidentally kill someone that he really loves, or he dies himself. So it's one of those, and knowing Gundam, I feel like that's something that's gonna happen. So that happens by the end of the episode. What did I feel about this episode overall? It's getting way better, and I really enjoy the episode, but I feel like it's just going way too fast, and I don't know about the pacing, especially with Alon 5. How I don't think we even saw Alon 5 grieve that much. He was just kind of like, okay, you know, I think I got this covered, I'll go with you guys, I help you, but I don't get to pilot Gundam. So I'm like, okay, so what's he gonna do, right? But I think he's gonna have revenge on the people that kind of did all the, you know, experiments on his clones and himself. So I think some stuff is going to happen. So overall, I really did like the episode, though, to be honest. Like, as much as I'm kind of disappointed, but I give it like an 8.5 out of 10 for the episode. And I mean, again, Gundam Witch for Mercury is always really good. Each episode is always fire, so I have no problem with any of them. Again, it's just one of those things where it's like, hurry up. But at the same time, please don't go too fast, because I want to, you know, I want to be able to enjoy this. So hopefully we can enjoy it. What are you guys' thoughts on the episode? Make sure you comment below, and if you want to support the channel, please subscribe below, and see you guys in the next video. Bye.
Hey, I was watching that.